Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to a report on the Chancellorsville campaign. Again, just as we're recording this, we're uploading the last one that we did, the 11:30, about the morning's goings on the second day. We have been sitting here since that time, not really doing much. We have had sporadic reports of Confederate cavalry trying to probe the lines. I think I did a good job kind of basically screening and stopping the Confederate cavalry from having eyes, because I think we have had reports about Confederate cavalry coming out of these places and not being able to see behind our little setup. So I think a good half mark for what we did there. However, good old Colonel Sergeant has been pushed back to Piney Branch Church. He said that he took some fire and he thought it best to maybe sit back here. We, on the other hand, have been sitting at this little farmhouse just waiting for orders. Sent a couple of letters to Hooker telling him what was going on, saying, look, I'm demonstrating, I'm here, I'm screening. If you're going to be pushing through the east, which we understand that from reports that the Union is, keep doing it, because I'm pretty sure that they're all still sitting here. So if you're watching the last video, there should be an attack coming through here, but obviously we can't see it. But at half one, we were sitting here having a spot of lunch, and the umpire says, you hear a great deal of cannon fire coming from the east. And I was like, oh really? Okay, cool. And the umpire said that it's probably a lot closer than you think. And we ordered at half one, we said, okay, well, keep my men here. I'm going to have a ganders and sit here and see if see if the Confederates are still there, and check out this clearing again, because if it's coming from closer than I think, it's probably something over here. We have the arrival of 3rd Corps that we were told is sitting up like that. So we're sitting here. The enemy's got that division still sitting along these creek banks here, and they've also dug in. We knew that they would, and although we did ask that, because we go through that in 5 minutes on a horse, we did say if we saw any friendlies, take us to them, but whatever. So 3rd Corps arrived. So we did have friendlies on the way coming down here somewhere. It looks like that they've probably taken, I don't know exactly where they've come from, but they would have taken this road here by the looks of things. And that's only one division. So if they have a 2nd division lurking around here, then they could be either coming up from behind here, or they could be over at Piney Branch Church with Colonel Sergeant. We don't know, but it looks like 3rd Corps is definitely going to again, we should do an advert for the IKS and say, hey, do you like grand batteries? Then come play with us, because looks like 3rd Corps has set up a good old grand battery and is hammering these lines. They do have a bit of artillery poking out over here, and would you believe it, Lee himself is sitting right there along with Longstreet. Good old Longy. And They got cannons sitting like that, and just a load of dug-in guys behind some entrenchments and knocks down logs and stuff. So it's a good, strong, defensible position. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my guns over, and maybe even a couple of guys just to help out. We're not going to attack, but yeah, we'll add an extra gun to this mix and see if we can assist. And then I'm going to ride up and give the old "you're late" type of gig, and see what I can ascertain from Third Corps. See how their day's been going and how yesterday was for them, because I didn't really get to chat too much about Third Corps. I don't know where they've come from, really, but hopefully the action in the east is going well. But it looks like we're in for a good little fun exercise in the afternoon. Yeah, best go start writing a letter to Hooker and say, hey, I've encountered Third Corps just above Jones and Brown. Thanks for sending them. We've been here all morning. News just in. The umpire has decided that as things have developed, it might be worth to play a live game. We're excited for it, really excited, and so much so we've actually turned around and said, well, I think the cavalry's done what it can do. It's screened here to the north, and maybe I could have played it ever so slightly better, but I wasn't going to chuck cavalry into the fray. I don't think I really needed to venture eastwards, because as I understand it, there is people over here. And yeah, so we basically said to the umpires, hey, if we're doing a live game, much like Antietam, if you want me to help out, I can, because there's probably going to be a lot of players, a lot of interest in getting involved in this one. And then we'll just say bye-bye to the cavalry. We've spoken to the guy who's playing, Joe Hooker, and said, do you really need the cav? He was honest and said, I'd really like you to exploit a gap or two, but if you think that the cav has done its job, and I kind of did mention to him that we were probably going to start facing a bit of a supply shortage, probably wouldn't be all that effective. He said, well, I trust your judgment. If you want to take him to the rear, we can, and just maybe become an umpire. But from what I have seen, we do have an attack coming in. There's a lot of talk about people being around Shelton. I have heard Harris being mentioned as well. So it looks like there's action going on around this way. I think Anderson got mentioned as well. So maybe there is some people this far south. It could quite possibly, I mean, I thought maybe they extended further out east, the Confederates, you know, going along here, but maybe they kind of extend like that. Could be. Makes sense. We'll just have to see on the day. But I'll release this video in effort to maybe get some people hyped for the game. Do give it a thumbs up. It always helps the channel get found and the videos, and you know, it gets new players into the IKS. So please do if you can. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. It could be a good one. Maybe the umpires won't need my assistance. Maybe they will. we'll have to see. Ciao for now.